The thing is, usually when people seem to be doing extremely good, they aren't. They're using a bot. So when you're looking at some of the competition on the auction house, you're like, God damn, how does this Monchi guy 69 manage to always undercut me? Well, he isn't. He hired a guy from India on Fiverr to run constant undercut scans. I'm online right now. I'm not hiding. Well, look. Are you online? No. So you hired Monchi? Monchi's not Indian. He just happens to be an expert at the Microsoft package. Like I said, I'm doing a remix. Why are you doing a remix now? Isn't it just player housing decor? Isn't that like piss easy to get? Is there a stat somewhere for time spent inside Altric Valley? Nothing by default. I mean, there might be some weird add-on for that, but no one that I have. Achievements! Wow. God, you're gonna get so much creds on the internet when you display your Legion remix achievements. People will be so impressed. What is your max percentage of speed with abilities? Oh shit, I don't remember. That's a weird way to calculate the speed. Like, student, how fast can you become if you use all cooldowns? I don't know, like 690% probably. Are you guys still chopping wood in Legion and Suramar? I like Suramar, but it's not it's in my opinion better than this. But the Runewood, the one that I'm in right now with these skinny ass trees, is just more chill. Suramar can be a bit hectic. And I don't need that much more wood in Legion. I was chopping in Suramar and picked up mana, gems, and crystals to sell. Haven't done it for a while though. Yeah, because you play on Ravencrest and you've made so much gold. Kind of makes sense. There's a beauty of playing on a Ravencrest. Like, when we farm 5 hours, you farm 50 minutes. And you still made double the gold. The rest of us, though, we gotta chop down those trees. I went hard for a week and now I can't be arsed. Yeah. It's I was very impressed though when I looked at some of the prices. Like, it's not Argent Dome, but it's still it's high/full pop. Depends on what point of the day you look at the population. But the prices were on a lot of the items, they've gone up. Like some items, like some of the minor items that doesn't need a lot of lumber, they went from like 4,000 gold to up to like 7.5. which is not bad. I mean, then you're talking roughly 1,000 gold a lumber. So there was some expansions where, as I said in the beginning of the stream, where I was averaging 185,000 gold an hour. That's pretty fucking good. I mean, you're happy if you do a transmog farm for an hour and you get transmog items worth 185,000 gold of value, right? The difference is, like, these decor items fucking fly off the auction house in comparison to the mugs. Even though I am I'm slacking when it comes to posting, so it would, in an ideal world of decor selling, it would actually be much better if the decor items sold as slow as transmog items, but they sold for more gold, right? So you could actually realistically have one of each crafted decor item up on the auction house at any given time. Like, you sold one, no biggie. You could just pop another one up because you had plenty of time to actually restock. That's not the case now. It's too tough. The question is, will we ever get to the point where it's going to be realistic to have all decor items up at the auction house at any given time? I don't necessarily think so, because a lot of the minor decor items will sell super fast. Decor is dead already. I think I'm not even building my house. I see. Did decor die at the same time as the game itself, or is there a way to farm speed set for level 80 nowadays where the Nightfall and Warren Shadow Guard drop? Nightfall is easy because that comes from doing the Nightfall daily quest, so that's piss easy to farm, and people are still doing that daily on a bunch of tunes. Warren Shadow Guard is world drop items. Those are much tougher to get because of the world drop bug. Do you think bots will find a way to farm lumber and craft so prices will go to shit? I mean, some people might already do that, by all means, but bots tend to do stuff that doesn't rely on the auction house and especially not crafting. But like, if somebody, let's call them like an amateur botter, they might do it. Like, let's say that, like, hypothetically, Monchi was botting, right? It would obviously be a very smart move from Monchi to get his bot to do the like lumber farming, and then all he had to do was spend time crafting it, sell it for billions. The core died with my vacation timing. Rookie mistake. Watch this, chat. Fucking is healing. I was gonna kill Mr. Gandalf. Fuck, it's a 2 versus 1 situation. No! Healing pot. That's 1 down. First aid. Tick. Fuck me. God damn. Look at him. Look at fucking Gandalf. Shapeshift. What the fuck? What do you mean shape? Oh shit. Got him. Where the fuck did he go? I'm getting them both. Oh, he's dead. Well, he's not actually dead. I'm not going to run after him. Morning, Sensei. Wait, what the hell? Why are you in Altric Valley? I'm defending a tower, man. I'm defending a tower. I'm getting Grand Marshal. And nobody can... Wait, I actually did an oopsie. That was kind of embarrassing. You know, I did a 2 versus 1 in this tower, but I didn't recap the tower. Oh... He would hate playing 1 versus 1 with me in a WoW? What are you talking about, dude? You're looking at the 2 times Glad, back to back. Like 0 deaths. I just I did a 2 versus 1 right now. Right? They didn't stand a chance. What rank are you on? I'm only like 9. I'm not going for rank 14. Fuck that. It's like you gotta play like fucking, I don't even know, 6-8 hours a day probably. It's no, for gear that you can buy for like just straight up honor in the pre-patch, it's a waste of time. I'm multitasking like crazy now. I'm undercutting Monchi on one of my retail accounts right now. Grinding PvP. Oh! Fucking hell! What is your opinion of making like 10 or 20 of each decor items and waiting until midnight launches to post? That is a very, very kind donation of you, man. And I'm not used to those on YouTube, so scared the shit out of me. I think you're onto something. However, you have like no clue what's going to increase in price and what's going to be highest in demand when midnight launches. So I think the absolute best thing that you can do right now is to farm lumber and just keep the lumber until midnight and then check out the prices when the expansion is out. I'm definitely going to do that because I believe that there's a lot of people that haven't like returned to the game due to player housing. A lot of people probably don't even know that player housing is in the game right now. Trust me. Like, yeah, a lot of people, they don't really pay attention. Most people playing WoW are like gamer dads, right? They don't fucking read Wowhead and Twitter about the latest WoW news and patches. So I think it is very realistic that when midnight comes out and you have like literally nobody that goes back in the old content to chop wood, but a lot more people playing the game, that some decor items will go up like a lot in value, but it's very hard to know which ones. So I just think it's safer to just stack the lumber and then use the lumber on whatever is popping. So that's what I would have done and will do. Just got to find the motivation though to whenever we get closer to midnight to actually chop the wood and then keep it. My brother as well, he doesn't buy the core and he's waiting for midnight instead. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people who don't have access to player housing because they don't have the Epic Edition. Like, it depends on if you're sitting in Twitch chat, especially on like my stream, that is in general filled with fucking rich people sitting at hundreds of millions, billions of gold. It's easy to get the impression that everyone has the Epic Edition, right, with early access to player housing and so on, but that's not the case for the player base. Yeah, just have everything in stock, Disu. And you're gonna be golden, man. I don't have Epic Edition. Shit. Well, I mean, you should buy it, even if you buy it with gold, man. Because you will make, like, literally a gold cap in, like, easy gold cap in just the early access, the 3 days of early access. I go away for a few days and student looks ancient. Do you kiss your mother with that mouth? I don't have it yet, but I made millions from decor. Time to get it. Even if you don't care about getting access to midnight early, like, you're gonna profit from getting it early. Just making those extra billions in the first couple of days. It is that much better. Lumberjack Dar here. Well, he's fucking slacking. Have anyone tried like AFK lumberjacking? It can work out like quite well. What I mean by AFK is there's like certain areas where you place yourself between like a couple of trees, and whenever wood spawns, it has to spawn on one of those trees. So you don't have to move, and it doesn't take that long for it to spawn. But you need to be on like a layer where you actually have people lumberjacking in that area, otherwise the spawn timer is going to be too slow. But it's not that bad if you're like doing something else. I don't think either. I don't have 1 million gold. I'm cancel scanning every hour and still can't sell decor in 5 realms? That's fucked up. I've sold decor items on 3 different realms now, but I haven't had any issues selling it on any of them. I found a tree in Pandaria that it keeps on spawning on. Yeah, there was some locations where like the wood seemed to spawn like every, I don't know, like 40 seconds. Which you'll obviously get more wood per hour if you actively fly around and look for it. But it's nice for an AFK location. Yeah, NA is brutal with undercutting. Oh no, by all means, like the realms that I'm talking about are also instant undercutting. Like you can do an undercut scan, or you can post your auctions and then do an undercut scan a minute later, and most of your items, if not all items, are going to be undercut, right? But what you got to do is you just got to keep on undercut scanning and keep on reposting, and you get like the majority of the sales a couple of seconds after you've posted the core items. Wait, I'm almost done. 197. I think I needed 207 in Legion. Classic. God damn. Imagine not subbing to this guy is what you meant to say. Probably a typo there. Honest mistake, my friend. Thank you so much for the 8 months. I have a lot of beaches, but it seems like I can't hand in more than 3 of each. What, you hand them in repeatedly. Like, you drink the Mojo Madness pot, and then you go over to the pile of skulls, and then you can hand in them repeatedly. It's a repeatable thing. Oh, yeah. 207. It was 207, wasn't it? Yeah, nice. Let's make billions. Thunder skill well playing any good? No, it sucks. I also got that just now when we did island expeditions, but it's really bad. The ghostly whelpling is like one of the best battle pets from island expedition, but yeah, like 90, if not 95% of the pets from island expedition are too easy to get, too common, so they suck. Dun dun. Come on, game. Everything is easy to get, just loot it. Yeah, that's a major issue. All you gotta do is loot it. Yes, what's going on? I have all the mats. Uh-huh. Shit, I got a lot of lockboxes. I gotta do a opening video soon. Oh, wait, we didn't end the prediction, did we? From when we did Island Expedition? No. Will we get the fish? No, we won't. Didn't get shit. I was hoping that Swifty would carry us and pick up the fish, but nuh-uh. Rasef and Seuss were the doubters. I voted no. Fuck him. Let me see. Do we need any expensive materials for this? Chaotic Spinal. Never done it 2 times. Besides from this 1 time now when we actually didn't get the fish, but it was out of my control. Blizzard hates me, apparently. Let's see. I remember when I did my my clean out of player housing decor sales, I tried to like I don't remember the number now, but I calculated the amount of hours that I spent chopping wood and then how much gold I got to see what the average gold per hour was, and it was like unbelievably high. Like fuck me, it was insane. So I can just imagine the people that spent like fucking 12 hours every day chopping wood, how much gold they made. Because I was doing it, I mean, pretty casually compared to a lot of people in the guild. Fuck, we're actually fighting here. Now I gotta help them defend. Unless lumber will be able to be on the auction house, the decor probably won't go down gold per hour wise. I think that the only realistic thing to expect is perhaps Blizzard will like cave in to the people complaining that prices are too expensive for decor items, and then they will like not make the lumber BOE, but instead just increase the amount of lumber you obtain. Because then obviously the prices would go down if it was easier to obtain. There we go. Easy gold. Legion, Legion, Legion. Huh. Only make the lumber BOE if it isn't region wide. I don't see them doing it. Like, it would just imagine the bots, man. Fuck me, that would be so bad. And you bet your ass the bots would actively do that shit. Let me see. Dark Pine. Some rugs. Expensive rug to make, actually. Boom, boom. $46, $65, $65. What is the reason behind the Altric Valley grind? It's at rank 11, you get a free epic mount. Right, you get a really cheap one from a vendor, and at rank 10, you can get like the full blue set. And I can't be arsed. Most likely, I can't be arsed to farm the epic set, the Grand Marshal set, in pre-patch, and only go for weapon. Since the gear pieces gets replaced fairly quickly, weapon doesn't necessarily. I don't think I do it on this guy, no. Let me see. 2062. 62. One, 4, 6. Hey, so it was a long time inactive. Transmog's still good to sell? Yeah. Transmog will always be good to sell, man. There's always going to be people saying that Transmog doesn't sell, Transmog is dead, etc., etc. But people have been telling me that for over 10 years. And I made good gold on it for all of those years. How's Mog? Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't put my focus, my energy into necessarily Transmog right now if you don't mind chopping some wood. Because, like, housing decor items are making more gold than Transmog. If you already have, like, the patterns and the plans and the profession to craft Transmog, it is, of course, going to be worthwhile to craft the mogs and keep them up on the auction house, but like for active farming, it's better to actively chop wood and craft decor items than actively farm for a transmog, though. Until you get bored of it, and you will get bored of it. Boom, boom, boom. Sup, student? What wood is better for the most expensive decor? Cheers. What's up, buddy? There's a very boring answer to that because there is no such thing as the best decor, I'm afraid. And the best type of wood, because it's all going to be realm dependent. The most expensive and best valued crafted player housing item, decor item, is going to be different on my realm compared to your realm. So it's hard to say. It makes sense though if you think about it. If there was a best item or a best type of wood, everyone would farm for that wood. And it wouldn't be best anymore. The good old supply and demand. Thank God for that. It would be pretty boring if not. But I think like on most realms that I checked out, like classic wood probably made the least sense to do. There's like a couple of professions that was doing pretty alright with classic wood. But problem with a lot of them, like alchemy and blacksmithing, etc., is that they need dark iron bars and very, like, Black Lotus, expensive materials. So, it didn't make a lot of sense to spend too much time chopping for the classic wood. At least not on the realms that I played on. Wrath of the Lich King used to be really good, but now only a couple of professions on my realms make sense. All the other professions or expansions seem to be doing great, though. Do infinite laps around Salatus, you will eventually get a Black Lotus unless it despawns. Like what happened to me. Yeah, I haven't checked the price on the Black Lotus today, but I think, was it yesterday? Let me see. It was stupid, dude. Like 8.5k or something like that. And now it's down to 5.4. But still. I like Asher Span, yeah. I think it doesn't matter which expansion you mention. People have different preferences to zone. Can you tell me how is the best gold farm actually now? Right now, it is most likely going to be what I'm doing, chopping wood and crafting decor items. It can be done solo. Well, it is only a solo farm, and it's very good. Housing? Yeah. What I need to chop woods? You just gotta do the quest / visit this NPC. I'll link to a video. It's very simple. You don't even need the expansion Midnight to do it. So chopping the wood isn't the issue. You also need professions to craft the decor items. If you're one of those guys that doesn't have any professions, I would advise you to get tailoring. Tailoring is the easiest and cheapest one to level up, and the decor items they do great. So starting from scratch, definitely pick up tailoring first. I haven't had a chance to look at the updated guide that was sent out, but is there a list of crafted items to focus on? No, because everything is realm specific. Like, it's impossible to say because everyone plays in different realms and prices are different. They can be very different. You don't need to buy Midnight not to craft and farm lumber, no. Did you try to have a person at all spawn points in a low number lumber zone? Is that something that would work? I haven't tried that, no. We did that in Outland with corium veins, though. That was funny. It wasn't as good as I expected, though, sadly. Nah. Like, yes, the more veins that gets mined and the more flowers that gets picked up, the faster they will spawn, up to a certain point. So probably DD or some clever ass at Blizzard made sure that it couldn't be abused. Like 1,000 Taurian bars for 1 Lotus. There we go. I bought the Brutosaur with the core. Nice. Good job. Boom, boom. Everyone gets an auction house mount thanks to player housing. Can you show me which profession you need for chopping woods? You don't need a profession. Again, you should watch this video. And you can't sell the wood. You need to craft stuff with the wood, as mentioned. Anytime. Ba-da-ba-bum, ba-dum-bum. I think it might be time for a 10-man corium soon. I fucking love that. What are the... they went down a little bit. It's not that bad. 841. It's been like creeping up and up and up. It would be sweet if they just kept on going up a little bit. Because, like, Fell Iron and Adamantite has also gone up. So, I mean, you're always going to be able to do better gold per hour wise at different material farms. But you can have 10 people in. And it's actually... it's fun doing a 10-man corium. How do you do corium farm? Need 10 people mining? Yeah. You have 10 people with mining, and it's pretty simple. You have only 10 people flying around in Nagrand looking for corium veins. Right? And if you find a corium, you shout it out to everyone. Like, you just shout out, corium on me, and then everyone flies to you and mine the corium. If you find any other veins like Fell Iron or Adamantite, you will just mine that. You don't tell people, you just mine it. You only tell people when you find corium. So like the veins are hyper-spawning, and you have 10 people roaming a map rather than you solo. So it is by far the most efficient way to farm corium. We've done other variants of it as well to add elements of fun. One thing that I think is fun doing is inviting 11 people, because only 10 people can mine the vein. So there's always going to be one guy who's not fast enough to the vein. Keeps people focused. Do you need maxed out outland mining for it? Well, no, you need to have outland mining picked up. Otherwise, you're just going to get corium, like the pieces of corium. And you need to you combine into a corium ore. But you don't need to have maxed out outland mining. 5 runs, I got the Voodoo Stalker's Mantle and Frost Investment. Yeah, this sadly the mobs on this week's rotation aren't the best. You don't have the best like transmog sets this week. But the maps are good and the boxes that you can buy are really good. Can't have it all, I guess. But it's not going to make as much gold as an example what we're forming in the guild right now, Hardened Spring. It's very tough to beat that. If you have like 1,000 gold corium bars, which is probably realistic these days, you can get like 25 to 30 corium bars, so 25 to 30,000 gold, and then you get like some gold from just like straight up fell iron and adamantite bars as well, and a couple of primals from mining the veins. So, like, tops 40,000 gold is like primal fire is gone up a little bit. That's why, like, you can, I guess, if you have a good hour, you can get like 40,000 gold. But that's on a good hour. You don't need a good hour to make 40,000 gold with Hardened Springs. Still sick? Feeling better? What's up, dude? Yeah, I guess I am still kind of. I mean, it's not optimal yet, but it's way better, dude. Like on Friday, especially. Holy shit, it was bad. Like, I never take naps, like, not ever, because I don't sleep that much in general. So if I take a nap, I can't sleep in the evening. But I was so done, man. I had to take a nap on Friday, and I still slept like a fucking baby in the evening. Ba-da-ba-da-bum, ba-dum. Bum, bum, bum. I think I left the guild on the wrong account. I was supposed to leave with the Mongo Meloon, not Circle K. Or just join back in again. It's no biggie. I can't find the Lumberjack NPC on Racerwind Shores at a horde. Yo, boys in the chat, where the fuck is he located at when you play Horde? I only play Alliance, man, so I have no clue. But he should be at the hub. Like the center area where the hordes go to buy their decor and shit. I lost my housing spot? Of course you did, man. If you left the guilds? Oh, we were like neighbors, next door neighbors. God damn. That reminds me, I should probably deck out my house one day. Haven't done anything. How is it like? Are you guys slacking or have you done some? There's like some neighborhood things that can be done, right? Can I view that? Gold Guy's house. Level 2. What the fuck is this bullshit? I have to do this myself? I gotta up this number. Gotta get more XP. Endeavor tasks. I haven't done shit. I made a spa in my house, nothing more. That's more than me. I've seen some Reddit threads though about some people's houses, man, and god fucking damn. People are going all out, man. Some people are building some really cool shit. Hello, student. How are you? Yo, Saki boy. Good to see you, dude. I'm okay. I'm recovering from a serious man flu. What about yourself, dude? Good, man. I'm good too. Nice. Awesome to hear, dude. Someone guy made a sick floating island house thingy like an outland of floating stones. Yeah, I saw that one. And like a giant robot. Like, yeah, there's some cool shit. I have no fucking clue how they even do it. Then again, I haven't looked into it, but knew you sounded fucked. Yeah, I probably sound a little bit fucked, but it's not that bad now. This is actually pretty good compared to what it was. I also think I sounded better in the beginning of the stream, but now I've been talking non-stop for a while. Do-do-do. Told you, you did. But it's not that bad yet. You know what would help your throat? A Tarzan scream? You know what would help your throat? Tarzan's cream. Bum 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 bum. You always sound good, student. Always. You hear that, chat? Okay, I'm grabbing this shit to curse you again. It was just a joke, man. Fucking Monchi put me up to it. Hey, baba. Cursing student. Yeah, it's a little project that DD and Monchi has going on. Let me see, 146 is what I need. If you do the Tarzan script, you get $5 from DD and 5 from me. I think DD, what he said when he typed plus $5 was that he indicated that I paid you $5 to tell me that I always sound great. Of course, Monchi is a part of it. Yeah, he makes the voodoo dolls. Speaking of voodoo dolls, that reminds me of when I played the greatest MOBA game ever created, Heroes of New Earth. They had a hero called Voodoo Master. He was fucking sick. EU's best Voodoo Master was me. They're remaking it. They are? Fucking hell, I have no clue. I don't do a good job at paying attention to like video game news. But that would be fucking sick, dude. I used to love that game. Fucking hell. I would play the shit out of that. Where the fuck did you read that? Remaking or remastering? I hope it's a remaster. That would be so sick. That got announced like a year ago. Oh. Any scheduled release? Yeah, I would play that, man. Fuck yeah. Ruthless Shiv? I don't know. Did you look it up on Undermine Exchange? Ruthless Shiv. Let's take a look, dude. Like, what is the cheapest one? $50K says Pi, but Pi is usually clueless. $800K. It was posted for $800K less than 2 days ago. Besides from that, there's one for 1.5 million gold. 6 million on Raven Crest. On Draenor, there was one for 1 million. Argent Dawn had one on November for 1.5. It's hard to say, dude. Like that's a fucker that's tough to sell. So like the question is, did the one on Ravencrest and Argent Dawn, were those two bought out by somebody with the intention of flipping, and those are the ones that are currently up on EU? Or did they get like sold to a collector? I don't know, dude. I would probably try to move it for 6 million. That's steep, dude. Fucking A. I don't know, man. I would have probably tried like 2 million. Oh, you found the dude with the lumber racks? Nice. One that is up is mine. Can you tell me where the location for chopping woods is? Everywhere. In every expansion, in every zone. Like, roughly speaking. There's different wood in each expansion. I'm just fucking glad that Blizzard decided to do one wood type for each expansion and not like multiple wood types in each expansion. Can you imagine if it was like 4? Like it was. What if it was zone based per expansion rather than just one per expansion? Fuck me. To the 9. I think like whenever you're talking about like 3+ million, it's gonna be a absolute clown fiesta trying to sell it. It would be a fuck that farm. Yeah, true, but can you imagine the gold per hour on it for the people that could be ours to do it? But yeah, it would be hell. If that was the case, I would just focus on one expansion. Yeah. I think most people would just try to narrow it down, try to do some research to see what was seemed to be the best expansion of wood type, focus on that. Always chopped Dornick for lumber or other types. Any type. Wouldn't things be more expensive? Yeah, they would. Definitely. I got trade collectors that are interested in buying it for 6 million, one for 4 million. Like 2 for 6 and 1 for 4. Sell it. I have never regretted selling a super item for, call it cheap. Because they're so fucking hard to move. Because in my realm, this type of wood only sells for 15 silver per stack to the vendor. Yeah. I've tried to tell you, like, you don't sell the wood. You don't sell the wood. You take the wood and you use the wood to craft items for player housing, and you sell those items. Don't sell the wood. That would be bad. Bad business. Very bad business. Let me see. What was it? 146. 146. Vendoring wood until gold cap? Fucking big pass. Good morning, y'all. Hope everyone's great. Hopefully, I'll make a stream heading into work. You'll have a great one. Okay, Civ, cool if you drop by, buddy. Enjoy work, man. Let me see. 144. Nice. How I craft items for this type of wood? You craft it with like every profession. Enchanting, tailoring, blacksmithing, leatherworking, inscription, all of them. Engineering, alchemy, even. Soon as lying, selling wood to vendor is OP. I like this song. You got good taste in music. Glad you think so. Not everyone does, for some reason. They're obviously wrong. Except mining and herbalism. And skinning. Cooking, however, that's going to work. Let me see. I can show you right now. Lucan, I'm about to go and craft. Gonna head off, got last raid, reclear before midnight. Oh shit. Hope you get some fat loot. Unless you already have everything. Let me see. Just gonna pop this wood into the war bank. Already have it all? Tell him you're sick then. Explosive diarrhea. Can't make it to raid. If you don't need the loot, man. I mean, that's the fun part, right? Getting loot. Okay, let me show you an example. Storm Silver or 28 gold now. Still expensive. Okay, Lucan, so as you can see, you take the wood together with materials and then you craft it into these decor items I throw up on the auction house. Easy, just like you would craft any other item in the game. Boom, 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 boom. And now this guy, he also had a couple of items. Yeah, two. Let me see. There we go, making billions. There we go. Blacksmithing, and we're done. I forgot to update my what I ran today before lumbering. Let me see. 10 runs of Track Terror and Keep. Island Expedition. 1 hour of that. Do I need to use that man for crafting? No. You don't. Super easy to do without TSM. It's just more handy to purchase the required materials and so on with TSM, but not needed for decor crafting. The shopping list thing in TSM is super handy. Oh, yeah. It is. Save a lot of time on that. But a lot of people are frightened of TSM. If they never used TSM before, and then they take a look at it, like it's groups and operations, it scares a lot of people off. There we go, nice. More decor. Finito.